Windows. Windows is the most widely used operating system in the world, created by Microsoft. It was first released in 1985 as Windows 1.0. In the beginning, it was simply a graphical interface running on top of MS-DOS, and everything looked very basic. Over time, however, Windows evolved into a complete operating system with famous versions such as Windows 95, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, and now Windows 11. What makes Windows stand out is its flexibility and wide compatibility. It can run on almost any PC or laptop brand and is suitable for many different tasks, from hardcore gaming and office work to programming and professional software development. Windows also has a user-friendly interface, making it easy for beginners to learn and use. However, Windows also has its drawbacks. Its heavy system requirements can make older or weaker computers feel slow. It is also known for frequent updates which, although designed to improve performance and security, can sometimes feel intrusive and may even cause endless update loops. Security is another concern because Windows is the world's most popular operating system, making it the biggest target for viruses and malware. And of course, there is the famous blue screen of death, a problem that has existed since the earliest versions of Windows. macOS. macOS was introduced by Apple in 2001 as the operating system for Mac computers. Unlike Windows, which works on many different PC brands, macOS is exclusive to Apple devices such as MacBooks and iMacs. This close integration between hardware and software makes macOS extremely stable, smooth, and highly optimized. macOS is especially popular among creative professionals such as video editors, graphic designers, photographers, and musicians. This popularity comes largely from Apple's powerful built-in software, including Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, and GarageBand. Another major advantage is Apple's ecosystem. If you own an iPhone or iPad, macOS allows you to sync messages, calls, photos, and files seamlessly across all devices. macOS also avoids many of the forced updates and crashes commonly associated with Windows, and MacBooks are known for their long battery life. However, there are disadvantages as well. Since macOS only works on Apple devices, users must purchase expensive Mac hardware, which may not suit budget-conscious buyers. Gaming is another weakness because many games are designed primarily for Windows, and Macs often lack support for technologies like DirectX and powerful gaming GPUs. In addition, some professional software is either unavailable on macOS or comes with limited functionality. Linux. Unlike Windows or macOS, Linux is not a single operating system but a family of operating systems called distributions, or distros. Linux was created in 1991 by Linus Torvalds, a Finnish software engineer who wanted to build a free and open-source alternative to existing operating systems. One of Linux's greatest strengths is that it is lightweight, secure, and does not require expensive hardware. Because of this, Linux can run efficiently on old computers as well as powerful servers. Since it is open source, anyone can modify it or create their own version, which is why there are many Linux distributions available. Some, like Ubuntu and Fedora, are designed for regular users, while others, such as Debian and CentOS, are aimed at servers and professionals. Linux is widely used in programming, cybersecurity, and server management. In fact, many systems used by companies like Google, Facebook, and even NASA rely on Linux servers. Despite these advantages, Linux is often considered difficult for beginners. Many distributions rely heavily on command line tools instead of graphical menus, which can feel confusing to new users. Software compatibility is another issue because many mainstream applications and games are developed mainly for Windows or macOS, forcing Linux users to search for alternatives. ChromeOS. ChromeOS was developed by Google and released in 2011 as a lightweight, cloud-based operating system. Unlike Windows or macOS, which depend on installing software directly onto a computer, ChromeOS is designed mainly for internet-based tasks. It is ideal for users who spend most of their time browsing the web, streaming content, or using online applications. ChromeOS comes pre-installed on Chromebooks, which are affordable, fast, and commonly used in schools and offices. The system boots up within seconds and receives automatic updates in the background. ChromeOS is also highly secure because most tasks and files are handled through Google's cloud services, reducing the risk of malware or system corruption. In addition, users can install Android apps through the Google Play Store, making ChromeOS more versatile than a standard web browser. However, ChromeOS also has limitations. Because it depends heavily on an internet connection, it does not perform well offline. It also lacks support for many professional desktop applications such as the full versions of Adobe Photoshop or advanced video editing software. Chromebooks are also not suitable for high-end gaming unless users rely on cloud gaming services like GeForce Now, which again requires fast internet. Heavy multitasking can also be difficult on lower-end Chromebook hardware. Android. Android is an open-source operating system developed by Google and is currently the world's most popular mobile operating system. It is used by many smartphone brands, including Samsung, Xiaomi, OnePlus, and others. One of Android's biggest strengths is customization. Users can change themes, install third-party launchers, and personalize almost every aspect of the interface. Android also offers access to the Google Play Store, which contains millions of apps and games. Another advantage is the wide range of devices available, from affordable budget phones to powerful flagship models. Despite its popularity, Android has some disadvantages. Not all devices receive regular software updates, which can result in slower performance and security risks over time. Another common issue is bloatware, where manufacturers pre-install unnecessary applications that users often cannot remove. Although Android is powerful and flexible, it is generally less optimized than Apple's iOS, meaning some apps may run less smoothly on Android devices compared to iPhones. iOS. iOS is Apple's mobile operating system used in iPhones and iPads. Unlike Android, which is open source and used by many brands, iOS is exclusive to Apple devices. This allows Apple to maintain complete control over both hardware and software, resulting in excellent optimization and stability. One of iOS's biggest strengths is long-term software support. Even older iPhones often receive updates for many years. The Apple App Store also provides a carefully curated selection of apps, with many developers prioritizing iOS because of its strong security and high-spending user base. Additionally, Apple's ecosystem allows seamless integration between iPhones, iPads, MacBooks, Apple Watches, and other Apple products. However, iOS is also known for being restrictive. Users have limited freedom to customize their devices compared to Android, and installing apps outside the App Store is difficult. File transfers are also more restricted unless users stay within Apple's ecosystem. iPhones typically lack expandable storage and headphone jacks, and Apple devices are generally expensive compared to many Android alternatives. Unix. Unix is one of the oldest operating systems and served as the foundation for many modern operating systems. It was originally developed in the late 1960s at Bell Labs by AT&T. Unix was designed as a multi-user, multitasking operating system mainly intended for servers and high-performance computing environments. Unlike modern consumer operating systems, Unix is rarely used by everyday users. Instead, it is commonly found in large corporate servers, banking systems, scientific research centers, and other environments that require reliability and stability. For example, weather forecasting organizations use Unix-based systems to process massive amounts of meteorological data. One major drawback of Unix is its high cost. Commercial Unix systems can be extremely expensive to deploy, especially for large organizations with hundreds of users. BSD. BSD, or Berkeley Software Distribution, is a family of operating systems derived from Unix. It was developed at the University of California, Berkeley, during the 1970s. BSD systems are mainly used by technical experts for servers, networking, and embedded systems rather than for everyday desktop use. BSD is known for its stability, efficient resource management, and strong networking capabilities. Several important technologies are based on BSD systems, including parts of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 operating systems, Netflix's content delivery network, and firewall platforms such as pfSense and OpenSense. There are several BSD variants, including FreeBSD, OpenBSD, and NetBSD, each designed for different purposes. FreeBSD focuses on performance and reliability, OpenBSD emphasizes security, and NetBSD is designed for portability across many different hardware platforms. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video, thank you.